What is going on, moms and dads? Lorcana, it's Chris here from A Parent's Guide to Lorcana, and thank you so much for coming back to the channel and hanging out with us today. Today, I'm here to help you survive your first ever Lorcana tournament. I'm going to give you the tips, the tricks, and the tools you need to make it through. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to win. I'm just going to help you survive from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. That's all I'm going to do. Full disclaimer, if you don't survive, it's also not my fault. If this is your first tournament, you're going to be in for a long day. And a lot of people don't realize the tournament doesn't begin when you get to the store. The tournament actually begins before you leave the house. You need to make sure that your mind and your body are sustained enough that you can survive a full day of playing cards. The thing you need to do before you even walk out the front door is make sure you have a very good breakfast. I know, breakfast isn't for everybody, but trust me, you will need all the energy you can get to make it through a 10-hour day at a local game store playing cards. If it's your first time going, you may not believe me now, but trust me, you'll thank me later. I'm a big high protein guy. Nothing gets me more energized than 2 or 3 eggs in the morning. So definitely get some eggs or something with protein into your face before you leave the house. Now, I'm not a morning person, so breakfast is not enough for me. What I do while I'm driving to the event is make sure I've got a can of Monster or Rockstar energy drink. Zero sugar, of course, I'm diabetic, but I find that that can gives me an extra shot that chases all that protein and really gives me a great start to my day. Now, I always make sure in my backpack I put 2 or 3 bottles of Gatorade because I want to make sure that I am replenishing my electrolytes all day long. You are going to be in a small space with a bunch of people sweating for hours, and you want to be sure you don't get dehydrated. Now, do not rely exclusively on Gatorade or hydration drinks. Make sure that you bring a giant bottle of water with you, and I would say alternate. Hydration drink, water. Hydration drink, water. I also pack a few bottles of bottled water to refill my my water bottle, because a lot of the places you go to aren't going to have a water station or a water cooler, or a place you can refill that water. So on top of your Gatorade, on top of your bottle of water, you want to make sure you bring in a couple of bottles of water, small little plastic Dasani or whatever you're drinking, just to refill that water bottle throughout the day. Every time we go to League, I like to make a stop at the local dollar store where I can pick up some energy bars like Cliff Bars, some Snickers, granola bars, just general snacks to snack on throughout the day. You'll be surprised how hungry you're getting while you're playing these games. Now, do yourself a favor. Stay away from the Doritos and the Cheetos and the greasy stuff. You're holding your cards. You don't want to get them all dirty, get them all messed up. So eat things that come in a wrapper that are clean to eat. Again, like Cliff Bars or a Snickers bar. This will give you sustained energy again throughout the day until you can stop for lunch. Now, speaking about lunch, the cheapest option is always pack a lunch. Imagine you're going to school. Make a sandwich, bring some fruit, get a pop, pack a lunch so when you stop for your break, you already have it there. You don't have to go anywhere, and you don't have to spend any money. Because, I mean, you're buying the snacks, you're maybe stopping for a coffee in the morning, you got to pay to go into the event, you're already spending money. You don't need to spend more money on lunch, so pack a lunch. Now, if you don't want to bring a packed lunch, I suggest you find out what the lunch spots are in the area near you. Normally, you get a half an hour break for lunch. Sometimes the event will order pizza and you can buy into that pizza. Sometimes they just say everybody break for 30 minutes. And it's best if you know ahead of time if there's a Wendy's or a McDonald's or a sub shop or somewhere around the area that you know you can get to, eat, and get back before the next round starts. If you're late, the judge might give you a bit of an allowance, but if you're too late, they're going to forfeit that game and you're going to come away with a loss. Now, something as equally as important as sustaining your body through food and water is exercise. You have to make sure you're getting up in between rounds, walking around, stretching, going outside, getting some air. We don't want you getting stiff. We don't want you getting blood clots. We don't want you hurting yourself over a prolonged period of time just so you can play cards. Again, at the end of the day, we're having fun here. But if you haven't experienced it before, sitting in one spot, playing for 4 or 5 or 6 hours straight can be a lot on your body. You just have to be sure you prepare for that. The best thing to do, don't be stagnant. Get up, move around in between rounds, and make sure you're limber and your blood is flowing all day long. Bathroom breaks. Now I know you're going to sit down, you're going to play your game, the judge is going to say, next round, and everybody gets up, moves to the next table, and gets ready to play a match. You're going to do this like a zombie. You aren't even going to think about it. But if you're holding it in and holding it in and holding it in, and you don't stop to go to the bathroom, you've got a UTI in your future. I can guarantee it. So don't be shy. Don't be shy that when the judge calls next round, go to your table, introduce yourself to your opponent, say, excuse me for a second, I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quickly. As long as you communicate with them, they're not going to call the judge and tell them that you're delaying the game. They're not going to be grumpy at you. Just communicate. Tell your opponent what you need. If you need something, let them know. Bring them into the conversation and everything will be fine. But super important here, do not forget to go to the washroom. I know when you bring your kids, what do you say? Do you have to go pee? Well, moms and dads, I'm going to ask you right now, do you have to go pee? This one's an honorable mention. It's not going to help your energy. It's not going to help your hydration. It's not going to help your stamina. Won't help your bladder. But it's going to help everybody around you. Like I said before, you're in a small space with a lot of bodies for a long period of time. You're going to stink. So bring some deodorant. Simplest thing, pack a deodorant in your bag. Go to the washroom a couple times in the event. Spray it, roll it, whatever it is you want to do. Be respectful of the people around you. Be respectful of the fact that you are there with other people. And hygiene is so important. It's not going to kill you to freshen up in between rounds and make sure that the person you're sitting beside doesn't have to smell you from across the room. Well, there you have it, moms and dads. There's your tournament survival kit. And we'll run it down one more time just to make sure you have it. A good breakfast in the morning, followed by an energy drink. Hydration drinks throughout the day like Gatorade. Water. Water, water, water. Make sure you are drinking a ton of water. Snacks. You got to sustain your belly before and after lunch, so make sure you're snacking on energy bars, Cliff bars, granola bars, something to give you a little sustenance to keep you going before and after lunch. Lunch. Pack your lunch or know where the lunch spots are in the area so you can get out quickly and get back. But do not skip it. You'll be doing yourself a disservice if you decide to skip lunch, because an hour or so later, you're going to get the grumblies and the tumblies, and there's nothing you can do about it. Get up, move around, and stretch. The last thing you want to do is get stiff, get a Charlie horse, get a blood clot. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to get sick. Not over a card game. In between the rounds, get up, go outside, get some fresh air, move around. Thanks again, moms and dads. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Visit us on all of our socials. A Parent's Guide to Lorcana on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm just Chris Zenga, or it might be Christopher Zenga. I don't even know. But follow us there. Give us likes, comment. Give us all the comments. Ask us questions. We love interacting with the community. We hope you have a great time. We hope you have a blast at these tournaments. We hope you win. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you did in your first tournament. And we'll see you real soon.